In 2012, I believe, the Miami Heat, led by LeBron James, they all donned hoodies and took a picture in support of Trayvon Martin. That was the beginning of the woke era in sports. And let me go ahead and be completely transparent. I actually played a role in this. Again, you want to talk about the woke era in sports? Jason Whitlock, I'm raising my hand and said I was involved. Let me explain how. At that time in 2012, I was still friendly with LeBron James and his camp, or particularly LeBron James's camp, Maverick Carter, those guys, Rich Paul, still friendly with them. And so I bought the original Trayvon Martin hoax, that this was a great little kid that was out helping old ladies cross the street, and George Zimmerman just happened upon him and just shot him in cold blood. I fell for the hoax. And I remember calling Maverick Carter. I was like, hey man, this kid is from South Florida, this happened in Florida. I think LeBron and the Heat should wear hoodies and take a picture in symbolic support of Trayvon Martin. 2, 3, 4 days later, they did it. It happened. I can't say for sure Maverick Carter said, hey man, blah, 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 LeBron, you should do this. But it happened. And when I expressed the idea to Maverick Carter, it was an original idea. It wasn't something Maverick said, yeah, we were thinking about doing that. Yeah, maybe I had no influence, but I tend to think I had some influence. So I'm pleading guilty to my role in the beginning of the woke era in sports. And so this was the alpha. This started the woke era in sports. LeBron James and the Miami Heat donning hoodies for the Trayvon Martin hoax. Then it was Michael Brown. Remember Michael Brown? He piggybacked off the Trayvon Martin movement. And Michael Brown was, let me go ahead and plead guilty here. I originally fell for the Michael Brown hoax. I've already told you all, remember Sean King, the little half-white, or not half-white, full-blown white guy that pretends to be black and pretends to be the Martin, we call him Martin Luther King. Well, I gave money to the Michael Brown deal to help Michael Brown's mother go speak somewhere overseas or whatever. I got hoodwinked out a couple $1,000 supporting the Michael Brown hoax. Well, the St. Louis Rams then jumped on board. And they went full-blown hands up, don't shoot. You guys remember that? First Cup Coffee, Christian-owned patriot coffee company that stands for core values, family, and building community across the nation. Go to firstcup.com, use the promo code JASON, and save an additional 10% on your order. And if you subscribe, save another 10% for the life of your subscription. The Rams went full-blown, hands up, don't shoot, took the field before the game. Because, little Michael Brown, of course, he too was off somewhere helping old ladies cross the street when the police happened upon him as he was robbing a convenience store or bullying some Asian guy or some white guy in some convenience store. Then the police inappropriately hunted him down and shot and killed him. Remember Darren Wilson? He was the worst police officer since Vic Mackey and The Shield, or since, whatever criminal, since Denzel Washington's character in Training Day. Why can't Alonzo Washington? Is that Denzel Washington? But anyway, the St. Louis Rams jumped on board with hands up, don't shoot, ignoring the facts, which we all later found out was that his hands weren't up, and he was charging at the police officer after trying to take Darren Wilson's gun from him. Not smart after you knock off a convenience store to then try to take a gun from a police officer. That will tend to get you shot, and that's what happened to Michael Brown. Alonzo Harris is who I'm thinking of. Darren Wilson was worse than that. And then Colin Kaepernick in 2016 sets off something in the National Football League and across sports where he's taking a knee. And this all came to a culmination, I believe, in 2017 when there was so much momentum behind Colin Kaepernick and taking a knee that the entire National Football League, I believe in 2000, including Jerry Jones, all the ownership, they all went out to midfield and took a knee. Y'all know I love Ray Lewis, even Ray Lewis. They got Ray Lewis caught up in this. Colin Kaepernick was riding a wave. He's not the alpha. As I told you, the Miami Heat, LeBron James, Trayvon Martin, that's the alpha. Michael Brown built the momentum. Colin Kaepernick comes in and piggybacks off of that. You guys know Colin Kaepernick, mute Muhammad Ali, the Muhammad Ali who never talks, the African-American social justice warrior, raised by white people but hates white people, dates an Egyptian white woman but hates white people. Y'all know Colin Kaepernick put a hot comb through his hair and grew out this big afro, then started getting his hair braided up. You know, Colin Kaepernick, the realist. He's a real one. That Colin Kaepernick. And that's when things really, really, really started to accelerate. And this is one of my favorite moments because I think it so speaks to the entire woke era and what it was really about. And it was about this mentality that has overtaken America, that everybody has their own truth, that there is no truth, there's just opinions. And everybody's lived experiences must be recognized. And whatever people think should be is what is. If you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss a moment of Fearless.